Alright, so here we go. I got some fresh rainbow trout that we've caught today. I've already started the brining process here, as you can see. What I did was I coated the bottom with the brown sugar. I used 6 parts brown sugar and 1 part kosher salt and some garlic powder to enhance the flavor over here. And then what I started doing here was I started putting the meat. Well, let me show you the process here. I took the brown sugar and I would rub it on the meat just to get that brine in there. You want to heavily coat that. Make sure you get that coated. And what I did was I went face down first. So as you can see inside here, meat side down first. But I coated the bottom with brown sugar first, so it didn't actually stick to anything. Then I went meat side down. And then what you want to do on your next fillet is do the same process. And then you want to go skin to skin. So right here, same thing. Meat side down, sugar on the bottom, skin to skin, and then you want to go meat to meat. I find that works the best for your fish when you're brining it. And actually you want to kind of go, the back side and then belly side and vice versa, so it's just a little more flat. So here we go. We're actually gonna go and do the same thing again. Cover with your brown sugar mix, salt, and your garlic powder. I like to go a little heavy on this because in the end it's all gonna syrup up and you're gonna see it pool up in here. It's gonna actually cause a lot of moisture inside here. You guys don't need to worry about that. It's supposed to do that. What it does is taking the moisture away from the fish, and actually it's gonna create like a nice candy coat when you smoke this. So we're gonna actually finish this process here, and you guys are gonna see this result right after, and I'm actually gonna explain with the juices what you guys are gonna see. So stay tuned for this, and we'll see you on the cook side. So now that I just finished that process, I got the last of that sugar. Don't like to waste, so I put that in there, rub it on top. Now it's gonna create a nice candy coat, like a nice little brine here. This is all gonna turn syrupy. And you're gonna actually wanna flip and rotate these like every 3 to 4 hours or so. And I like to run this for about 24 hours. So you can actually leave it overnight. And you don't have to actually wake up and actually do this. So you can actually sleep your 8 hours and leave it the way it is, and then you can flip it the next day also. So, I'm just gonna leave it now. In a few hours, I'm gonna be flipping them, and then we're gonna flip it back. But I just flipped the whole container. So here it is, brothers and everyone. We got our rainbow trout that's been brined for 24 hours. Actually, longer than 24 hours here, because I had to do a little bit of work and stuff like that. And we're gonna open that up. Now what I like to do here is I like to take the fillet out, and just like every other recipe on YouTube, I like to give it a rinse. You gotta wash all this brine off. Okay, right there. Give it a nice rinse. Nice orange color there. Place it on your mat, and you just want to pat it dry. Get all that moisture out of there. So right there, that's gonna be your fillet that you're gonna be smoking. So now after that, I took the fillet out of the brine and actually rinsed it. One thing I like to do is actually take my time, and I like to pull out the pin bones that are inside here. So you want to just pull all those out here. So bones like that. So you want to go through the whole entire fish. You can actually feel it run along the lateral line there. Just pull those out. You pull all those out just like that, and then you want to actually smoke it after. Once you get all these bones out, then you have no worry about getting any bones inside you. So I'm gonna take my time to do that. I like to use this right here is Applewood smoke. I like the Applewood, cherry wood. I like all of them. They all give a nice different flavor to them. But today we're gonna be smoking with apple. So I like to do 2 parts wet, 1 part dry. So I actually grab 2 handfuls here and put it into a bowl, and then I added water and I let it soak for a few hours. And then later on time, I'll strain it. Then I'll mix it with the 1 part dry, and then I'll be sticking it in a smoker's box here, which I'll be sticking in my barbecue in the indirect heat. So you guys are gonna see that in a bit. We're gonna get this prepped up, and we'll see you out in the barbecue. So I got the barbecue fired up right now. We're actually gonna keep this on really low heat here, and I'm gonna run it to about maybe 180 to 200 degrees, and then we're gonna put our smoke pouch on the inside there. And we're gonna do an indirect heat on this side, and then we're gonna actually put our trout on this side. So guys, here we go. I got my smoke pouch on this side already, and it's actually smothering right now. Actually, it's starting to catch on fire for some reason. I actually put 2 parts wet, 1 part dry, and I got the meat on the opposite side with the indirect heat. We're actually gonna close this off, and we're gonna run it about 190, 200, somewhere around that range. And I usually run it for about 4 hours or so. And we're gonna get some nice flavor off this Applewood smoke. So let's go and do this, and we'll find out what the results in the end. Tougher and a little bit smokier. You can go 4 hours, but I like to go 4 to 6 hours if you're doing this type of low temperature, not indirect heat smoke. I go really low with the barbecue heat, like almost pretty much shut off. You could touch the heat. Look at it. So I put my hand on this, and it's actually not. It's warm, but not hot at all. It's almost like touching room temperature, pretty much. So here we go. That is your end result right there. Doesn't that look great? Oh my god. Woo! It's all nice and golden. It looks so smoky. But that is going to be your end result there. Look at that. That's going to be very good. We're actually going to bring this down one day to the boys down on the water, and we're going to eat this together, and you guys are going to check this out. But right there, that's the end result of your smoked rainbow trout. If you guys like that recipe, like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, this is going to be awesome. It's going to be nice, delicious. Alright guys, so stay tuned. We're going to end it right there. Alright everyone, going to end our smoking adventure there. Hope you guys like that. That's actually a good recipe right there. I learned that recipe off of YouTube, and you know, it actually works well for me. You know, I actually use it on my salmon, on my trout, actually most of my pink fish. I like to do the white meat a little bit differently, like the walleyes and the perch and stuff like that. I usually don't do perch that often. I usually like to fry that up, but walleyes smoked, very good. You know, sometimes silver bass is not that bad when you smoke them also. Anything smoked is actually pretty good, but this is the way you smoke rainbows. If you like that, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next heat.